We chose Clara Barton as our entrepreneur because she was an early female entrepreneur and feminist. Not only did she found the Red Cross, but she also spoke out for women's suffrage. She was ahead of her time and is still an inspiration to women today. Clarissa Harlow Barton was born on Christmas Day in 1821 in North Oxford, Massachusetts, to Stephen and Sarah Stone Barton. Her father was a militia captain and her mother was very eccentric. At the age of 5, Clara was stricken with bloody dysentery and convulsions and almost died. In fact, a report went out that she had died. Thankfully, she made a full recovery and later helped soldiers suffering from the same illness.
A shy kid, Claire first found her calling when she tended to her brother David after an accident. Barton later found another outlet for her desire to be helpful as a teenager. She became a teacher at age 15 and later opened a free public school in New Jersey. She moved to Washington, D.C. to work in the U.S. Patent Office as a clerk in the mid-1850s. During the Civil War, Clara Barton sought to help the soldiers in any way she could. At the beginning, she collected and distributed supplies for the Union Army. Not content sitting on the sidelines, Barton served as an independent nurse and first saw combat in Fredericksburg, Virginia in 1862. Barton was nicknamed the Angel of the Battlefield for her work. After the war ended in 1865, Clara Barton worked for the War Department, helping to either reunite missing soldiers and their families or find out more about those who were missing. She also became a lecturer, and crowds of people came to hear her talk about her war experiences. While visiting Europe, Clara Barton worked with a relief organization known as the International Red Cross during the Franco-Prussian War of 1870-71. Sometime after returning home to the United States, she began to lobby for an American branch of the international organization. The American Red Cross Society was founded in 1881, and Barton served as its first president. As its leader, Clara Barton oversaw assistance and relief work for the victims of such disasters as 1889 Johnstown flood and the 1900 Galveston flood. Clara Barton resigned from the American Red Cross in 1904 amid an internal power struggle and claims of financial mismanagement. While she was known to be an autocratic leader, she never took a salary for her work within the organization and sometimes used her funds to support relief efforts. After leaving the Red Cross, Clara Barton remained active, giving speeches and lectures. She also wrote a book entitled The Story of My Childhood, which was published in 1907. Barton died at her home in Glen Echo, Maryland on April 12, 1912. The Red Cross avoids the use of guilt and scare tactics in its PSAs. For example, when Darcy Macis Benton and Bowles created the PSA called The Gift in 1995, the agency emphasized the confidentiality of the blood donation process as well as its life-saving importance. The PSA showed strangers from all walks of life giving each other a wrapped box with a ribbon, symbolizing the 22,000 daily blood donations the Red Cross needs to serve hospitals nationwide.
Some interesting facts about the Red Cross are that through their blood drives, they supply approximately 45% of the nation's blood supply. They support over 1,000 other humanitarian organizations, as well as offering training courses in areas like babysitting, CPR, swimming, and AED awareness. These classes train over 4 million people worldwide every year. About 166,000 volunteers and 30,000 employees respond to over 67,000 disasters annually. On top of that, the Red Cross exchanges more than 1 million emergency messages for the U.S. military every year.